yeah, I mean, I'm not shit anymore. So.
Okay, good. That's the headline for this interview. Damonte, I'm not shit anymore. Well, it's the second day of 2019 Spring Split. Super excited to be here right now with Damonte, with, of course, coverage brought to you by Alienware. Damonte, how are things going at Clutch? I just kind of curious how the split has been starting off for you, at least.
Well, we toured this weekend, so pretty good so far. I think our scrims have been pretty 50-50. I think we've had a lot of ups and downs, and it's kind of something expected from a lot of fans and like just analysts in general. Like you see our roster, and it's like, yeah, this team could be really good, but they could also be really bad. And that's what you saw in like power rankings by a lot of people. Is like some teams put us 4th, some teams put us 10th, and then it's like where's Clutch going to be? So
yeah.
We're doing pretty well.
Where would you put yourself in the power rankings?
I think right now, probably around 4th.
Okay.
I think Smoothie is really entertaining over here.
Oh yeah, he's very distracting. It seems like you guys are still on good terms.
Yeah, well, we banned his Alistar today, so we instantly won the game. He could not come mid lane, and we just won the game, as you saw. Yeah.
That's good. It's interesting. You know his weakness, apparently. Game, by the way. All right. Well, so you're on Clutch, and how did you end up there during the off season? Like, what was that whole transaction like?
Well, originally it was like I was planning on re-signing with Echo Fox, but then free agency hit, and some weird stuff kind of happened. Like, just like the communication was like weird between me and Echo Fox, and then I realized like I kind of needed to find a different team pretty fast then, and yeah, Clutch offered me, and the thing like that Clutch offered me with was like, yeah, like I told them like if Hooney goes, like I will also go, because Hooney is like a big part of like last year why I improved so much. Like I learned a lot from him, and I really like respect him as a player. Sometimes he insted a little bit, but you know that's okay. Like today. But yeah, like I just really want to play with Hooney, and I've heard a lot of good things about Lyra as well. And Vulcan, I've played with him in solo queue for like the last 4 years, and he always plays well. And then Piglet was like the big wild card. I was like, I'm not sure how Piglet's going to be, but so far it's all been pretty great.
Yeah. When you say you've learned a lot from Hooney, what does that usually look like? Is he literally just like screaming at you to do something different in the mid lane, or how is he as a teacher?
I mean, he just calls me a lot of names.
Okay.
So like if I mess up, he'll use some bad words to explain that like I shouldn't do this, and then like I don't feel bad anymore, but definitely last play was a big learning experience, because I was like, damn, Hooney is hella mean to me all the time. And then like now I'm kind of seeing that with Vulcan. Like Hooney is kind of just flaming Vulcan all the time, and like it's just funny now, because like I'm in like not a higher up shoot. Like I'm more of a veteran compared to Vulcan. Obviously, it's his first time playing LCS this year. But yeah, I mean Hooney is like, he's just really smart. I mean, he's played on so many good teams in the past, and like he understands like a lot of smaller stuff that is like other players don't pick up on, and he's like a really aggressive player at the same time, and he's not afraid to make mistakes, and I think that's a good way to improve, really.
It's interesting to me that Hooney was like somewhat verbally abusive with you, and you're like, but I want to be on another team with him. Like I will join up if he's joining.
Yeah, I verbally abuse him back, so it's like a pretty good relationship there.
Healthy relationship.
Yeah. Good working environment.
Well, so you're over here. Do you feel like your clout or stock is starting to rise in the LCS? Because it does feel like more and more people are talking about you as this native NA mid and like young talent and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I've been underrated for a while now. I think last year I didn't really deserve much praise. I didn't really play that well. Like I played just pretty average, honestly, which is like, obviously this year I'm trying to change, and now I'm kind of feeling it a bit that like a lot of people are giving me a lot more respect. Like in scrims, it's like that. Like people are like, when I like, let's like say for instance like last year when I'm scrimming, like I'll play against these mid laners, and like I could tell how they're playing. They're just playing too cocky and like really disrespecting me. And like now it's like I can tell like they're understanding that like I actually know how to play the game. And I mean it's true. I think my mechanics have gotten better. I've gotten better at the game, and like I know how to use my jungler just as well as like all the European mid laners do. So yeah, I think the respect that I'm gaining from fans and other players, like it makes sense. I think this year is definitely going to be a big year for my career and just like being a good player in general.
I do like you started that off with, I think I've been underrated for a while. Last year wasn't so great. I didn't do so good. But, you know, I think now it's like, wait, if you've been underrated, did you do poorly last year or did you do well?
I mean, I just did average, but then everyone was just hella calling me like, can I cuss?
Yeah.
Everyone was just calling me shit. So then like, so I mean, I have no pressure this year as well. It feels pretty good. So yeah, I mean, I'm not shit anymore. So.
Okay, good. That's the headline for this interview. Damonte, I'm not shit anymore. How was your off season? Like, what did you end up doing?
I turned 21 in December, so I partied a little bit. Yeah. I went to Vegas during the finals, or not finals, All-Stars, and had some fun there. Yeah, I think I just relaxed a lot, played a lot of solo queue, partied. Pretty much that's it. Didn't really do much else.
I mean, but you got out there. A lot of the pros, I say, you know, what did you do during off season? And they're like, I played League of Legends. I just sat around.
Anime.
Yeah, watch anime. Yeah, exactly. You're not an anime watcher?
No, not really. I've never watched any anime other than like Dragon Ball Z or Naruto.
Well, you've lost 50% of your potential audience. These League fans they're a bunch of weeps. But
sorry, please come back.
Yeah. You need to start learning some fake stuff about anime. Like I've been around Ovally a ton that I just am like, oh, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and that's about it. I could just say that, and then people somehow
that's
think
more than I know. So you already sound pretty intelligent.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know if intelligent is the way I would describe that. Anyway, what do you think the future holds for you this year?
The future definitely holds that Clutch will not be 10th, like what Marksy said.
Okay.
What a prediction there by Marksy. Really well played.
Yeah. Well, he went 0-5 yesterday in predictions. I don't know if you did that. You saw that. He did predictions on the desk, and he got every single match wrong.
Yeah, I mean, he thinks Clutch is going to lose. Like, just his words hold no value anymore.
Okay, good. All right, I'm glad. This will be the new rivalry. We'll start the new rivalry between you and Clutch and Mark C. Yeah, that'll be the LCS rivalry for you. Okay, but so you won't get 10th, but what will happen?
Definitely we'll make playoffs. We still have a lot to learn as a team. I think right now, I mean, like I said earlier, our scrims are very 50-50. We're not really winning every day, and we're not really losing every day. So I think right now we're just focusing on finding like a consistent balance between everything. Right now, like, I mean, we have a lot of players who want a lot of resources. All three of the lanes really want to carry. And I think a lot of fans even said it like before the season started, like, how are they going to balance this many carry players on one team? And obviously that's like the biggest issue. And we're every day in scrim, like, that's what we're fighting to like overcome, and like saying like, all right, Piglet, you have to sacrifice this game. Like, you're playing Ezreal and you're farming with Q. Or like, Huni, this game, like, you have to play a tank. I'm sorry, bro. And like, you can't die like 3 times. You'd be like, it's worth. So like, that's like our biggest thing right now, and it's going okay. Like, I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it and say like, yeah, it's great. Everyone is sacrificing all their stuff, and like, we're gonna be an amazing team. But it's not. It's going much better than like everyone else probably thinks from the outside.
Anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
I think just to all my new fans and everyone who watched LCS this weekend, thank you for supporting me. And honestly, 2019 is going to be a really good year, and it's going to be the year of Tanner time.
There we go. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing the year of, what is it, Tanner time?
It's Tanner time.
Tanner time. Yeah, I feel like you either need to go with it's Tanner time, or it's going to be the year of like Damonte or something. Yeah.
But I mixed it up with both. It was a little spicy. Yeah. Maybe, okay. Yeah, just it's Tanner time is probably better. You're right. That's not.
Can you get them to say, just start saying that in like the opening interviews and all that stuff, just enough that like the analyst does start saying it.
Okay, I'll just keep spamming it as much as possible.
Okay, good. Thanks so much for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my interviews from LCS, esports, and more right here on my YouTube channel. Hello. You just watched that interview, and you might be wondering, why is it that that interview did not look as good as it possibly could? You're thinking there, you're sitting there, you're looking at your old beat-up laptop, your monitor that's falling apart, the LCD screen's just like, it's hanging. You're like, how can I keep watching this amazing content with such subpar hardware? Go check out the link in the description and get some Alienware stuff. They sponsor me. They sponsor the LCS. The pro players are gaming on it here. Everything will look better. These interviews will look better. And really, that's what it's about, right? It's like you could get the sick graphics that you want in your games, but really what you want is just a nice, polished, color-accurate, high-response way to watch these interviews at incredibly high refresh rates. That's actually what it's about. Go check out the link in the description, dell.com/Travis, and you can do that. Thanks so much for watching this interview.